Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to increase your hideout management and crafting skills in Tarkov. This is for PvE, but it should also work for PvP. The only thing that may vary is just the prices, the amount of items that you find on the flea market, and how hard it is to extract some of the items. I'm going to be giving you some overview of the skills, um, how to improve them, some best practices for them, and then I'm gonna summarize see all the above points so that you take them home with you and you start improving them. So first thing first, the leveling system in Tarkov is crap. I mean, it takes a lot of time to increase your skills, as you'll see now. Uh, the reason these numbers are so high is not that I created something and it gave me almost 400 points. It's just that these reset as you go into a raid with your PMC. I haven't been on a raid with my PMC in like 2 days or something, so these ones have not reset, right? So I've been the last 2 days I've just been crafting and crafting and going on a scab run and then crafting some more. So yeah, let's do some description of the skills and then we'll get to it. So, hideout management is improved by creating items and upgrading zones on your hideout. So, every time you create an item, you craft an item, you'll get zero point 0.8 points to your skill. And every time you upgrade a zone in the hideout, you'll get like 12. I'm all maxed out, so there's no way I'm gonna be showing you how much I'll get. See, the wiki says that these are practical skills, right? uh, that the library doesn't give you a bonus to your practical skills, but I'll show you in a moment that it actually does. So don't be discouraged. Um, Once you reach the elite hideout management level, you're gonna be getting some extra slots for fuel canisters, water filters, air filters, and two extra slots for your bitcoins. As for crafting, every time you craft an item, it's how you improve it, right? You craft items, you get 1.5 points to your skill. There's also this bonus of every 8 hours of added crafting or cumulative crafting, you're gonna get another 1.5 points. There's a catch that if you do the same thing or craft the same item more than once, you're not gonna get any points, right? So you gotta keep an eye out for that. There are some tasks that'll give you actual skills, which I think is something that should be implemented, right? So every time you complete a task, even if one of the earlier ones, you should get like maybe half a level, stuff like that. But anyway, the choice from the fence, that's the name of the task, will give you, I think, two points to your hideout management, and the crafting will be improved, I think, with some Jaeger quests. I don't know the ones. Uh, but anyway, so let's look at the hideout. So let's start with some of the best practices for your crafting. So I don't know what you go on about your day, how your day or life is, but maybe you go to school, maybe you go to work, or when you go to sleep, you're gonna want to have the hideout or the zones craft the items that take the longest, because that way you're gonna make up for time that you're not crafting, right? And so, for example, these water bottles take like 3 hours for me because of my skill, right? They may take like 5 hours for you, but those are 5 hours that you're gonna get 1.5 after you complete it. And then if those 5 hours amount or account for 8 hours, you're gonna get the extra little bonus that I mentioned before. So let's do some uh, best practices. So the ones that I like to do to improve my crafting skill and the hideout, of course, are the pilomets. I'm sorry, the pilomets and the cheeses, the medkits, these little medkits, right? So one pile of meds. One of these, when you craft one of these, you get three piles of meds, and one of those actually returns or gives you three of this med kits. And in order to create the pile of meds, you need the antibiotic pills, which may be a little bit hard to get. You can buy them from the therapist, but I think they're locked behind a loyalty level or a task. So you're gonna need the pills, the med kit, and some bandages, right? Now, how do you get bandages? You get bandages in the laboratory by creating this fleece fabric, and the fleece fabric you have to create it by buying these beanies from Ragman. You can also buy them in the on the flea market, but they might get a little bit expensive. So once you get the fleece fabric, you can create some bandages, and then you go back and forth between those two on those two stations, right? So don't do the same one twice because that's gonna get you nowhere, right? I made that mistake when I started, and then I figured it out too late, I guess. I was just crafting saliwas after saliwas, and I was also crafting on the laboratory. I was creating the paca, this one's the aramid fiber, one after the other. So ideally, you want to switch. So all of these you can buy these the Unter armor, the paca, and these little backpacks and the beanies from Ragman. I think on level one, and this one is from the Peacekeeper. Um, but yeah, so you can go back and forth with those four crafts in MedStation Laboratory, and you'll see your skill improve quite quickly. So I mentioned that you're supposed to get 1.5 points per craft, and the wiki says that it doesn't get affected by the bonus from the library. So if you see here, I have 54.32 and 5.55 in hideout management. So once I complete, you're gonna get the points after you actually get the item from the craft. So let's check it out again. 54.32. So I should get like 55.82, right? Let's see. It does hang a little bit. Uh, so I should go to 55.80. No, well, it went to 56.48, right? And this one didn't improve at all. Good, nice. What about the workbench? Let's see how that improved the skill. You see it's 58 now. So, oh, why didn't this one improve? I don't know. That's weird, eh? But that's a Tarkov for you. Um, but yeah, so that's how it actually works, right? The library actually works. I don't know why the wiki says it doesn't. It does. Okay, so that I mentioned already the laboratory and the med station. Now let's do the workbench. The workbench you will also, like I said, depending on what you're doing throughout the day, you'll want to have the crafts that take the least amount of time. And for me, those would be this the plexiglass and these pliers. So I go back and forth between these two to increase the skill. And if I have to go out for a while, I'll throw in something that takes a while, like bullets. There are some bullets that take a bit of time, like 2 or 3 hours. And every time that I go to sleep, I throw in one of these gas analyzers, sorry, um, because I usually go to bed like at 10 or something, and then maybe later in the morning I can pick it up and get the points, the actual added up points that you get from the craft, which would be 1.5 or like 2, as you just saw from the bonus, plus the other 2 or so points from the 8 hours that were added up in the crafting. Um, so yeah, that would be the workbench, and then the intelligence center. Once you get it to level 2, you're gonna get like 3 crafts. I think the flash drive, this keycard, I think, and then I think the survey maps. So just if you can, start crafting them. Why? Because it'll do the bonus of the 8 hours, and you're gonna get some cash back actually, because these are usually a little bit expensive. and they are useful for other crafts or maybe a task or something. There are some places that don't actually give you any points. Like I thought that the boost generator would give me some points, but it didn't. Like last couple of crafts that it's completed, it didn't give me anything. So maybe I guess I have to restart or something. I don't know. But that there you go. So we've spoke about some best paths to take to craft, and also don't leave it hanging. Just always craft something, right? Always try to have something crafting in the background. Uh, I forgot. I didn't notice if I already. I think I already had that, so I'm not gonna get the bonus from this one. What an idiot. But no, no worries. Um, there's another thing. So there's this idea that the more hours or spent units of filters or fuel that are spent on your hideout, this will also give you points. So I think every 8 hours of fuel spent will give you the little bonus that I spoke about before. Um, the same for air filter. So that's about it. So just try to go back and forth with your crafts. See which crafts are more important for your tasks. Do those, and then do the ones that'll help each other out, like the med station, right? So the palameds will help out with the little cheese, and the little cheese would help with the palameds, and then the beanies will help with the bandages, and the bandages will help out with the palameds and so on. Um, and yeah, I think that would be tip number one. Figure out what works best, but those are the ones that I recommend. Hopefully, the prices won't go way up high. Like you see every time somebody posts something about this is the best path to do something, and then the prices involved, the items involved get their prices go way high. So hopefully that won't happen. And then the next thing would be install the library as soon as you can, because that'll actually help you improve your skill. And then number three would be always have it running. I know it hurts to have your fuel being spent, but then again, once you have these cans are empty, you're gonna be able to throw in a few, maybe a grenade case in there, or a mag case, which also uses some of the empty fuel cans. And if you think it'll take a long time, you can actually buy them from the fence, the empty ones. The fence sells them at a rather ugly price, but you can get them from him. The empty fuel cans. But yeah, so there you go. So go back and forth with your items being crafted. Don't do the same one twice in a row. Just remember to go back and forth with something else. If you're gonna go away for a while, whatever the reason is, just try to set something that'll take a while to finish to make up for the time you're not gonna be there. And install the library as soon as you can, and always have everything running. So that would be my advice to get you up to level 50 as quickly as you can. Um, so yeah, hopefully that'll help you out a little bit. The scap case and boost generator don't give you any points. I've noticed that they don't improve anything. They're just good money sinks, and at least the scap case, unless you do the one with the moonshine or the intelligence folder. Um, so yeah, uh, hopefully that helped you out. Uh, Let me know if I missed something, and yeah, thank you.